like they misled the ones before him. 21519, Rodrizos, BOS up in this motherfucker. From the BOS to the SOS to the knockback. On the 360 flip to the Peace Stone Nation. We coming to get our shit. So, I'ma cut this one here so y'all can share it while I prepare to do the second update on Instagram. But this is a wrap for them motherfuckers. If y'all wake up and y'all get the people to just bombard this motherfucking social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your TikTok, your Patreon, everybody is hashtag Free Larry Hoover all day on the 22nd. We gonna flood these motherfuckers and fuck their algorithm up. I'm gonna tell y'all again why we fucking up their algorithm. It's tied to their pocket and their purse strings. They use the algorithm to determine how to spend their money. And since they use the algorithm to determine how to spend their money, we override their algorithm with a unified Free Larry Hoover voice. So now they know that the people on the land, we woke than a motherfucker. We fully aware of what's going on. You ain't gotta like it and you ain't gotta motherfucking agree with it, but you gotta get the fuck out the way because we coming. This shit is over. I've been screaming this shit for over a year, but y'all haven't realized it's over. So we playing out what we call a pantomime of the stage show. That mean they put on their motherfucking clown makeup and buck dance in the public. It's up to us. It ain't up to nobody else. If you want your shit back, you can say hashtag Free Larry Hoover mean I want all my ancestral birthrights restored. Whatever the fuck it is. Hashtag Free Larry Hoover mean keep your hands off our babies. Hashtag Free Larry Hoover mean Big Mama said give us our shit back. All day long, whatever you can think of. You walking down the street and you see a stick on the ground. The stick on the ground say hashtag Free Larry Hoover. Everything is Free Larry Hoover about everything because we got it all encapsulated in the chairman of the board. If he the chairman, he the spokesperson. That means he the one got to come out and tell us who on our land that don't belong. And him and Angel Bay and Big Tookie is going to sort that shit out. And all of the motherfuckers that's sitting on the fence scared, y'all better duck under a rock because y'all gonna, if you get in the way, you're going to get treated like the enemy because we not having none of our own protecting the enemy from being removed. That's just the way it is. It's not personal. It's family business. And the family business for me is kicking ass. That's what we do. Only they told me we ain't gang banging, we brain banging, and this is some shit. I ain't want to brain bang. I want to gang bang. I want to get out here and kick one of these motherfuckers in their teeth. Nope, that ain't my job. I wish it was my job, but it ain't my job. So then I'm going to do my part. What's my part? Go in there, find out who the infiltrators is, and expose their motherfucking game plan to the public. Already did that. I got video up on video showing you who they is, what they did. I explained to you how they done it, how they maintain their control for this long, and what we have to do to get from under it. This is what we got to do. So, take it for what it's worth. This shit is over with. The Dog and Pony show is about to come to a screeching halt on the 22nd when we flood their social media platforms and fuck their algorithms up. We fuck their money up. When we fuck their money up, they got a vexed grievance in the public domain. That mean they got to come out and answer all of this motherfucking Free Larry Hoover shit, whether they want to or not. So I'm gonna keep brain banging on these motherfuckers until they let me gang bang, cause I wanna take some of these motherfuckers' heads personally. I wanna release some of this pent up frustration and this blind rage that I've been having to suppress so that I can think clear. That shit ain't fun, you know. So y'all gonna catch me a little later, probably about 9 or 10 o'clock on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on Instagram. My next one gonna be an Instagram live. There's going to be a part 2 to this. But it's going to still be the same. We're going to go over some more receipts, some more oracles telling y'all the same thing, because you can't get 2 tarot card readers to get the same cards for the same question. It just doesn't happen unless it's something bigger going on. And they all telling us the same thing. I'm showing y'all different oracles telling y'all the same thing. Now that y'all know what y'all should be doing, but my confidence in us following through is very low. That's why I'd rather gang bang than brain bang, because we don't, as a people, we don't no longer think because we've been taught to stop. Right? So, that's all I got for now. You know, keep y'all heads up. You know what I'm saying? Watch what's going on and just don't be a blind passerby. Look at what's going on and look at how you're going to benefit. Phoenix, inbox me. We can do that shit soon. We can do that shit soon. Just inbox me and we can set it up. Let me see what she said. Right. So, yeah, so they ain't been trying to get in touch with me. I've been trying to get in touch with him. The irony is that the government got some kind of block where if I call his phone, I can't hear him and he can't hear me. Right? That's crazy. So we've been trying to collab for this purpose because we want to evict the imposters. Right? So let Dane know, if anybody knowing personally, that we need a third party and we need to do a public link up. That's like something like a Zoom call that we can talk, and we ain't hiding shit. We gonna do it in their face. We ain't no secret squirrel shit. We gonna do it right in their goddamn face. They don't want me and Dane talking. They don't want me and Dane talking. I'm not. Look, this is something that y'all gotta understand. They don't want us making critical connections. We don't have to like the people that's doing the work as long as they doing the work. We don't have to agree with everything that they come to a conclusion of. But what we do have to recognize is the ability to effectuate the necessary change. You can get Dane's book and you can scrutinize his book on how to tell you how to research your ancestry yourself. You don't need me for that. Right? You can go to his I'm just here to make you think profiles on any social media platform and you can see his work. So I'm not really concerned about liking nobody or not liking nobody. I'm concerned about being effective. And I'm when I call somebody to the forefront, it's because I was told to, not because I know him. I never met Dane, right? I never met him, and so I don't have a personal like or dislike for the brother, but I got an absolute respect for the work. And it don't matter what I think. It's not my business. It's not my personal place to say whether he the one or not the one. I ain't the one picked him. Big Mama pick him. She just showed me where to go. When she showed me where to go, I don't even have to like the motherfucker. But I'm going to work with him because Big Mama said that's one of her babies. Right? Them my God brothers. So, fight for the family. Fuck the bullshit. Enough is a goddamn enough. Or we can keep going around, going along to get along and let these motherfuckers have every fucking thing and we just continue to suffer in silence. I'm done suffering in silence. I'm saying something, but the rest of us got to also be willing to back the move. It's a righteous move. That's all it is. It's a righteous, just because it's a righteous move is the only reason I'm doing it. If it wasn't a righteous move, I'm not participating. Because Mama told me that if I'm right, I can't lose. So I got to make sure I'm right. When I make a call, I got to make sure I'm right. So I done went over it before you hear it in my own self-debate a couple hundred times before I came to a determinate answer. I don't just blow shit up in the air because it sound pretty. So we've been at war. The war never stopped. Y'all believe the war stopped, but we were occupied territory. We are occupied by a corporation known as the United States that undermined anything that we was doing. They blew up our cities, they burnt them down, they flooded them out. Right? And so as long as y'all good with being oppressed, continue to go along to get along. Right? And that's going to be your permanent lot in life in perpetuity. I mean, when you come back, you still going to be suffering. I don't want to suffer no more. I'm done. Right? So all these motherfuckers locked up, look, they turned our castles into prisons. They turned our castles into prisons to make mockery of us. I'm just going to show y'all two examples. If you look up Marquette, Michigan, Marquette Correctional Facility, you see the motherfucker used to be a castle. This used to be somebody's living house. They turned it into a prison. They turned it into a prison to use it as a POW camp for the Royals. Right? Now that's Marquette, Michigan. That's a fucking castle. Prisons are only 100 and something years old in America. This building is a couple of 100 years old. All right, now, I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to pull up, this one was a village. This is Pontiac Correctional Facility in Illinois. That's the old drawing of it before it was a prison. Pontiac Correctional Facility in Illinois. This was a house, man. This was our living. They turned it into a prison because the building is. They turned this shit into a prison. I'm gonna show y'all another one. Most of us don't even know that these prisons was fucking castles. Cause we don't know our culture. If you knew your culture, you would be able to see this shit so clear as day. Where is it? Look up oldest prison in U.S. Look, used to be a castle, now it's a prison. It used to be a castle, now it's a prison. Let's go to New York. We're going to look up Attica. Turned it into a prison, right? Turned all of the motherfuckers, all of the motherfucking castles was turned into prisons. Y'all seen San Quentin? Let's look at San Quentin. This San Quentin, California, used to be a castle, now it's a prison. right? See if I can get a close-up of the prison building. Y'all need to see the architecture. The architecture tell you the secret. Look at the architecture. They can't even build this shit now. They don't even know how to build this structure with all of their modern technology the same. They can't replicate this shit. Um, where's another one? Another one is I think it was Louisiana Correctional. No, it wasn't Louisiana. But just to show y'all, look, all of the housing quarters in Louisiana Correctional, see how they look like an X from the sky? That's so they can blow them motherfuckers up. They can see them easy. Right? This is what they built for prisons. This was built to be a prison. Them other buildings are not prisons. Those were castles converted into prisons. Right? So, I mean, at some point, y'all gonna have to wake up. I can only do so much of the work for you. You have to participate in your own liberation. Right? I made it as simple as possible because Mama said you got to make it as simple as possible or they ain't gonna do it. So start look at the oldest prisons in the country. Some of them motherfuckers is older than prison been here because we didn't always have prison because we didn't have POWs. That's just you know. So uh, take that, learn something. Each one teach one. We all gonna reach some. And if we reach enough of us, we can bust this motherfucking party wide the fuck open on the 22nd. We got the energy. We got the Pluto return on the 22nd. The 22nd is George Washington's birthday. When the Pluto returned, all the dirt that was done, because George Washington was a quadruple agent. He was working for everybody who the highest bidder had his services until he could institute his own shit. You know? So, take it for what it's worth. But this shit a wrap. So start asking your elders what your clans was so y'all can start putting this shit together. Right? I don't have the time or the energy right now to start telling everybody who tribe what your tribe is. I can't translate everybody's dreams right now because I'm trying to figure out how to get Larry out. Because once we get Larry to come out, he have to address the public and tell us what's going on the land. What they used to call it in the democratic system is a state of the state address. Right? So the high chief, the spokesman on the round table of the chiefs of the land is Larry Hoover. All of the high chiefs of the land, all of the leaders, the real ones, not them artificial puppet masters that sit up in D.C., them motherfuckers ain't our leaders. That's not our leadership, and anybody that bleed that shit is a goddamn fool. All them motherfuckers is doing a dog and pony show for some motherfuckers we call conquistadors, and they was all incorporated under the crown of England in the 3-city-state dynamic. That was the Vatican, London, and D.C. So, take it for what it's worth. Just do your own research. Don't believe me, check it out. I'm just going to keep producing receipts because sooner or later this shit going to click. If I just keep coming with the receipts, you can't deny it. Tarot card readers, 2 tarot card readers don't get the same answer for one question. I already produced about 15 of them in the videos with the same shit saying that if we unify in one voice, overrun their motherfucking algorithms, fuck up their advertising dollars, punch them motherfuckers in the pocketbook, right? Make it cost them billions of dollars by ignoring us, they gonna turn around and say they gonna be able to ignore that. Because they only care about the money. And as long as they only care about the money, the people don't stand a chance. Right? Because you got a value under the money system. But when you take away their money and you start fucking with their pocketbook, they bottom line, they bottom dollar, now they start, okay, wait, what you motherfuckers want? They give you anything you want if you hit them in the pockets. You can shoot them in the head, they're not gonna respond as fast as if you hit them in the pockets. So the algorithm and fucking up the algorithm is directly impacting advertising dollars and where they go. That's it. Fuck their money up. Right? Fuck their money up with a free Larry Hoover agenda, and we're gonna bust these motherfuckers out of there without never having to go to the prison in person. This is the easiest way to do it. Path of least resistance. I'm gonna keep coming with the receipts. But in the meantime, keep spreading the word that we gonna flood the motherfucking social media platforms on 2/22/2022 with free Larry Hoover until we fuck their algorithms up. They don't want us to do it. I'm getting reports people being blocked from even posting the date.